Hello guys and welcome back to TNT Madness. We are back on MadnessMC and this is episode 2. And like I expected, a lot of people didn't get through episode 1 and a lot of people complained that it was boring. And a lot of people just want me to do a lot more progress and do a lot more stuff such as montages and time-lapses. So I expect to do just that, and this is going to be more of a condensed episode where I do less talking and more progress updates. However, there are a few things I need to say to start with, and one is I've got a new account. I actually got scammed by the guy on MC Market because he gave me the wrong login info for the account I was getting. However, I was talking to Steezy last night and he gave me this account which is Just Jack, which is just a meme inside itself, so that's amazing. So I'll be playing with this account for the rest of the season and got welcome info and just the starter kit stuff. So now I have a bit more stuff to work with and I'll go /kit starter. And we are good to go. The other thing is that Yod left the sign here. I know he left it here because he's the only one that can get into this world. And if you don't know, he is the community manager. So I've already read this, but I got to the part to where if this does not go on YouTube. I don't even know what that means. But anyway, do not break this without reading them. I know where you live, TNT, and so help God, I will end you if this does not go on YouTube. Pretty sure you don't know where I live because you can't track my IP. Now with that messy business out of the way, go behind your chest, please read the next part of the message. I just wanted to give you a little gift to help you on your journey through the MadnessMC faction world. In the chest here, find a special and a book. The book is full of voice, Lord knows you'll need it. Thanks. I'm not actually going to be accepting like gifts and that. I don't like that. I'm not going to be accepting gifts or that. No. Oh. My computer's freezing. If this is going to lag out the server, I'm going to be very annoyed. Okay, so that just happened to be my mouse that died. I have a wireless mouse, which is the MX Master, so I plugged in using it now. Anyway, noob drill. I guess I'll take that, but message to TNT. Okay, hi. How are you? I just wanted to take a moment to say something really important. Like really important. I just totally wasted your time. Thanks, and about a minute of the video. You're very, very kind. Gonna take the signs because I'm that cheap of a person, but yeah, oh well, it's fine. Great. Don't need that to happen more often than ever. So if you don't know, there are crate keys on the server. This is the highest tier one currently. In fact, there are only 2. And I will be doing a giveaway shortly, but I'm going to be doing these at the start of each episode just to show them off and see what our luck is. I'm not just going to do it once. I don't really care what I get, but anything good, just a start. That's actually pretty decent. Like, that's actually insane. I don't know if I should accept that. But anyway, if you do want to enter the giveaway for a flaring crate key, which I will announce in the next episode, there will be a link to a tweet in the description below on the MadnessMC Twitter page where I will be picking a winner from there. All you have to do is comment on there. Preferably comment something interesting, however I will be accepting them all. Someone will be randomly picked in the next episode. So anyway, let's start with our building. Okay, so I have quite a few plans I want to do for this episode. If you didn't watch all of the last episode, which is completely understandable, is super boring. In that episode we finished the sugarcane farm and started working on the water curtain, which you can't see because it's somewhere way up there. So today my main objective today is actually to do some mass terraforming, because eventually I'm going to remove all the land here inside of here to bedrock. I thought to start with I might as well just make it all flat, so that's going to take a very long time. I will be recording this video over multiple days, and then if there's time I'll be finishing my water curtain and I want to expand my sugarcane farm. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to need though is some good tools. Okay, so because I have all this money that I suddenly won from the crate key, I'm just going to go ahead and use it to buy some enchantments because I'm probably going to throw away the rest. So because I'm going to be doing a lot of terraforming, I'm going to go ahead and get like just my labor pickaxe and labor shovel. The only reason these enchantments are here is because there are some people that are axe users, and the only way to get sharpness on axes is if you do like an enchantment sign like this. So that's why they're here and super expensive. Okay, I'm currently just trying to find the lowest point in my base because I don't really want to build upwards. I'm thinking probably about 60, and because there's actually so much to dig out, I probably won't get it all done in this episode and do like more of other stuff as well, because just doing all of one thing is super boring. However, what I am going to try and do a third person time lapse, because that'll be my first one ever. Okay, I've decided I will do it at 60 because that is at the bottom of most lakes and it seems the most feasible. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start. So that was 25 minutes of mining, and as you can see, this is pretty pathetic in my opinion. I had a realization halfway through that I can use a beacon and make it like 10 times faster, so I will do that next time. It's only about 2 chunks worth. However, the more important thing I did learn is that I can do time lapses, or third person time lapses. So if you enjoyed that one, I will be doing more in the future. They're just less disorientating, and I love time lapses. I especially love them in my vlogs and that. So now I'm just going to work on smaller stuff.
Say the word, say the word.
So I ended up spending the rest of the money on a beacon, and down to 15,000 I brought way too much iron, but still worth it. Now I can at least instant mine stone, certainly a lot quicker. I'm going to be moving that beacon because its range just seems to be non-existent, and I'll put it in the middle of my base. It disappears somewhere around here. I couldn't get it a second ago. Yep. So, can't get it here, so no point sticking in the corner, I'll stick it here. Anyway, what I have done is, because clearing out my base is going to take an incredibly long time, and I can't really work on the water curtain until I actually remove all the land on the outside so the water goes down there, I'm actually just going to start on the main part of the base, and because it's going to be built from the center outwards, I do have to align the chunks. So, what I have here is that just this wooden bit just represents the very center chunk, and all of these represent the chunk on the outside. I haven't thought of the exact size I want to make my base, but it will be no bigger than 3 chunks and probably somewhere between 1 and 2 chunks in size. So this is just a rough estimate of what it is, and the way I differentiate between the middle one and the other one is just the wood and the cobblestone. And I just have a very simple way to get up here. I don't actually know why I stuck ladders on, because I have fly and I'm very used to not having it. The other thing I realized is that with this, I can do this, so I really want to automate it, because that's really fast. And just get rid of all of it if I can go in a straight line. So it's like a shredder. And just run back along and collect all the sugarcane. I don't know, I think that's a really nice method of getting rid of it and getting the sugarcane. However, what I am going to be doing from now on, and I'm not going to be doing these sort of sugarcane farms, I'm only going to be doing fully automatic farms, as those are a lot easier to get money off, because most of the time I'm building and not actually wanting to get all the sugarcane unless I need money straight away. Okay, so I'm just going to try and explain my thought process what I want to do is make this base, or the main shell of the base, 22 wide, so that way inside, in the interior, I can make it 20 by 20. It's just I'm going to be making a lot of redstone contraptions and farms and all that, and if I have a nice even round number like 20, then it makes calculations a lot easier because I'll be doing a lot of stuff in creative beforehand. The reason I am up so high now is I'm just going to be making like the main area for the main part of the base, if that makes sense, because I'm going to have my most valuable stuff at the top, so I'm probably going to have my vault there and maybe like a small spawner farm and then everything else below it. So that's where I'm going to start off building. I'm also going to lay out some blocks down here in just a minute because I'm going to use gen buckets, which are on the server, and just generate the main shell of this base. Well, good job, Connor. You already made one mistake aligning these. At least faction fly is actually extremely useful. I'm gonna try and use it more often. Okay, so it looks like I finally have this done. There are gem buckets in the shop. There are 2 each, so let's just buy an absolute ton of them. Wish there's some way I could add it so you could buy more than one at a time so I don't have to break my finger. I need that amount more of money. A very oddly specific amount. Okay, so how they work is you just place it, and as you can see, they just start going down. The way generals work are pretty much just how you would normally generate a wall, but it's just a lot simpler. You don't have to do all the fang-dangled stuff. The only downside of them is that on like the server, you can stack water buckets and lava buckets, so it is a lot cheaper because each one of these costs $300, which, as you can see, could be quite expensive, or is quite expensive once you actually start buying more of them. And I just paid like, I don't know, a good 15 grand just to make these, and I'm not even going to get all of it done, so gonna have to get my sugarcane farm going for a second. Buy the other gem buckets shortly, but I'm just going to check to see that this lines up properly onto the dirt, because if it doesn't, it goes on the ground and I'm just going to have to spend a good second mining. Okay, maybe, looks like it. I'll probably just suffocate if I stand under them, so I'm not going to do that. Yep, these ones are aligned, so that's good. Just going to double check that they're all aligned. Yay, they're all aligned. Doesn't that look great? Okay, time to get some sugarcane and buy the rest of the gen buckets. I sold my extra iron blocks as well, so I'm down to 21,000, but I should have enough gen buckets to actually finish this. Actually, I've made a pretty massive mistake, unfortunately, because I was supposed to put this at sky limit, not at 210. Boy, I'm smart. Well, I was going to make this top bit out of obsidian anyway, so I guess I might as well just start that, but I really need to stop being so stupid. Okay, I just brought a bunch of obsidian because actually, do I need to make the floor out of obsidian? I'm actually going to be eventually making the whole shell out of obsidian, because that way people can't creeper egg it. At least currently I have it set that obsidian can't be broken by obsidian, so I'm just going to make the floor of it actually cobblestone, and then I'll make the shell out of obsidian. So let's start work on that. Okay, I'll remove the sand pillar shortly, and I've just got to remove this cobblestone thing. And then I'll start building the floor, and again just cobblestone, then the walls will be obsidian. The one thing I've always seemed to struggle with growing up, at least with Minecraft, is the cringe factor that's came along with it, because, I don't know, it just felt like it was just a really cringe game, and now it's a meme. It's not quite the meme that Roblox is, but I don't think it's deserved, honestly, because I'm playing this and I'm an 18-year-old, and I'm on a server where I have a community manager who, I talk about him a lot, but he's in the US military reserves, he's super down to earth, and he's playing Minecraft with his spare time. there is a 19-year-old girl who is one of the most experienced faction players I've seen, and she's on the server. And that's like, how often you see girls on a faction server, let alone ones that are 19, like university or something. It's just, there are a good portion of people on the server who are just older, and I'm over that cringe factor because I don't see how all these people can play together and get along and not have any problems at all. I don't know. I'm just over it. But if you are struggling with that, just remember there are people like me who are 18 playing it for a YouTube channel. And that there is someone who is probably protecting your country who also plays on this server. Okay, I've just moved my base of operations up to the top here. It's no longer down the bottom. I've actually got some obsidian. I'm just going to start building with what I have because I have no money. What I should have done with some of the $500,000 instead of spending it all on super expensive enchantments was I should have got a skeleton spawner or something because they're only $50,000 and I could have started to build a farm, which would have been a very good use of money. In fact, it might even be easier to fly and build this. I don't know. I'm used to survival tactics of building things, not this. Okay, so this is how much 6 stacks of obsidian looks like. Not actually that much, but at least we are making progress. I'm trying to get as much of this done as possible because I want to get this into the main world as fast as possible so I can actually start doing some raiding, because like I said, it's not fair if I do raiding while I have this unfair advantage of me being in my own world. Okay, so it is currently 11 o'clock in the morning for me, and I'm going to be starting a new schedule where I release them on Monday and Friday New Zealand time, which I guess is Sunday and Thursday if you live in America. So because of that, it is currently Friday and I'm going to be ending the episode here. I've actually managed to undercut it by 20 minutes, which I don't know how I've done that because I've actually made pretty decent progress. So expect another video in 3 days. So hope everyone enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys next time with TNT Madness.